What kind of made you sort of get into like Saxos and stuff? Because obviously you got a Golf, you like your German cars.
Yeah, well, I paid 50 quid for it.
Did you really?
Yeah.
When you drive it, can you drive it slowly? Saxo. We got Rodrigo as well, beautiful name. Originally from Portugal.
Yeah, Portugal Madeira.
We've got nothing in the back. You haven't got kids.
Nah, no kids.
This is obviously a little Citroën Saxo. It's a Mark 1.
Yep,
so it's an early one. It's got a VTS running gear, but it's not actually a VTS. Originally it's a West Coast.
Yeah, West Coast.
Just put me harnesses on.
1 hour later.
I'll take my jacket off.
I would say so.
5 minutes later.
Gorgeous Monky London hoodie. Quite a cool spec on this as well. So gearbox isn't actually a Saxo box. It's a 106
XSI. Yeah, the 1.6.
Is that a slightly short ratio?
Yeah, that's correct. It's got a Quaife LSD as well.
Oh, gosh. How do you find it like with the Quaife diff? I mean, it pulls a little bit more, but obviously you can get the power down much better out of the corners.
Yeah.
And then wheels on this?
Team Dynamics Pro Sports 3.
Cool, man. Yeah. Nice wheels. And you got, I saw their Michelin Pilot Sport.
Yeah, Pilot Sport 3s. Yeah.
Alright, cool. And then engine spec, it's got Gen V throttle body, so I'm expecting some really cool sort of, you know, juicy sounds today. Jesus! Yes, it does sound amazing. I'm going to give you that, fella. It sounds sick. And you got cams?
Yeah, Cat Cam 743.
Okay.
And then everything else is just a standard.
As it comes.
Yeah.
Alright,
Nothing special.
And this little quick shift?
It's just sat shift from Saxo Engineering.
Okay.
Same from the throttle bodies.
Standard clutch?
Yeah.
And it works, because obviously this clutch was built for 75 horsepower.
Yeah, it's been working fine for...
Seems to be alright.
Yeah.
But what about the brakes as well? I noticed you had it's got Brembo front brakes.
Got the Peugeot 406 Coupe 4 pots.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And they come with Brembo's standard?
The 406, yeah, they do.
Crazy.
And which they straight fit to 106 as a Saxo.
What, they just bolt straight up, no messing about?
No messing about.
That's pretty sick. And cool as well, because Rodrigo, you're 20 years old.
20 years old.
And it's nice, man, because there's so many, you know, lots of people driving all sorts of cars these days, but it's nice that, you know, some of you younger lads are kind of sort of keeping up with these kind of more old school Baguettes.
Best cars, really.
So you've got Bilstein V8s?
V8s on the front with Graham springs.
Okay.
Which they're the thickest you can get unless you go the coilover route.
Because it's not actually massively low, this car. When I look from the outside.
It's on 35mm drop.
Okay, so it's kind of sensible.
Yeah, I didn't want it too low. I wanted to be able to enjoy it anyway.
Drive, sort of keep it drivable.
Yeah, exactly.
On the back, torsion bar?
I've got a 23mm torsion bars.
Okay, so that's quite a bit thicker than standard.
Yeah, I think the standards are either 18 or 19.
Okay, so it's quite a big difference.
Yeah, quite a big difference.
What's it like with lift off oversteer?
I've only just recently put them on, so you'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see what it's like, man. Yeah. An acceleration. The brakes, but there's a lot of travel in the pedals. Yeah, you've got to really stand on it.
Yeah, that's how they are.
Oh, because I thought we didn't have any brakes for a minute, and I was like, shit in my pants.
I've never understood that for some reason.
Are they not? Are they servo assisted?
Yeah,
they are. It's obviously got brakes. But I think you've just got to be a lot quite manly.
There's a bit of travel, and then if they work.
What kind of made you sort of get into like Saxos and stuff? Because obviously you got a Golf, you like your German cars.
Yeah, well, this was my first car.
Ah, right.
So I paid 50 quid for it.
Did you really?
Yeah, paid 50 quid for it.
Are you still buying for that money? How long ago did you get that for 50 quid?
3 years ago.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So
why so cheap?
It got given. So I'm a mechanic, and it got given to my work to be scrapped, but it was too good to be scrapped. Yeah, and I didn't have a car, so I was like, I'll have it. So.
And they were like, you can give us 50 quid, you can take it away.
Pretty much.
Fair play, man. And then obviously, was it completely standard West Coast?
Yeah, nothing done to it at all.
feel the suspension's like a little bit higher, so you've got to be a little bit mindful of the different motors. Yeah. Sick car, dude.
Paid £800 for a rebuild gearbox with a quaif.
Okay, that's actually not too bad actually.
Yeah, I think the quaif on its own is about 600 quid.
Yeah, so you've got with the box in, it's not too bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, just listen to that, guys. So raw. And just something I love about these little French cars, they're just so manageable and easy to drive and quite, relatively speaking, quite cheap to kind of modify. What do you reckon you've spent on it? Like in total, obviously the car, like you said, 50 quid. That's quite a jammy buy.
As a rough figure, I'd say six and a half.
Grand, yeah, it's a lot of enjoyment for the money.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, it really is. This is just like very raw, and like you've got to like get every inch of performance out of it to make it go quick. You know what I mean? And that kind of really highlights your driving skill really over anything. You know Curtis?
Yeah, I know Curtis.
We did a review on his turbo monster.
Yeah, slow 8 valve.
Yeah, man. And Curtis has actually got a VTR number, isn't it? 8 valve, but obviously turbo.
Yeah, turbo.
ECU?
It's on the Emerald ECU, standalone. Yeah.
Okay. And they do a lot of the older stuff, don't they? Like Saxo.
Yeah, so it's like it's sort of plug and play, this ECU. Okay. So that's why I went for it. It lets you use all the gauges and everything from factory.
So you don't have to make like a custom wiring harness. No, you just plug it in and off you go.
Exactly.
Who did the mapping on the car?
It would be John Lamsley at Quantum Tuning in Maidenhead.
Are they sort of like a sort of French car specialist?
No, I think they do OEM stuff. So like they'll map your day-to-day car. Okay. But then John has a Emerald background. He worked at Emerald for 12 years, I think. So he knows his stuff.
These ECUs kind of inside out kind of thing, yeah. What can you sort of do next to kind of squeeze a bit more juice out of it?
So pistons and rods, and go high comp. Hopefully
raise the compression a little bit, maybe up the RPM a little bit.
Yeah, bigger cam and everything, and hopefully go 190 to 200, and then should pull a lot better.
Yeah, I mean that's still, I mean even at 160, bro, honestly, it's not slow. Walk around while the old beast is cooling down. T-Reg, which makes it a 1999. Drum brakes in the back. Yeah. But to be fair, like you said, drums are really cool for a handy B. You kind of see really how simple these old cars are. I mean, there's really not a lot going on. There's, the frames are all very light, and then he's got a safety devices, bolt-in roll cage with a sort of, he's got harness bars in the back, which is nice to see. Fully stripped out. We've got no roof lining either, and we've got a sunroof.
Yeah, it needs to go really.
Do you want to try and put plate it eventually and kind of stiffen it up a little bit? Yeah. Sparko bucket seats, they're nice. They're sort of like the Sprints, TRS harnesses. I think that's an English brand, isn't it? TRS, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think so. Stock steering wheel, which is like very USDM. They love a stock steering wheel in America. That's the shifter we were going on about, Emerald ECU. What was the exhaust setup as well?
It's a sported exhaust.
A D-cat?
Yeah.
D-cat as well. Yeah. And then what size is it? 2 inch?
Yeah,
2 inch. Right, cool. Obviously 2 cam spinning, which means 16 valve. Yeah. And the VTR was a single cam 8 valve. Right. Sounds so good. And then 421 manifolds.
Yep. Toyo Sport.
Toyo Sport, and you've got some like heat wrap and stuff on it as well, which is cool.
I've done that, funny enough.
Oil catch can. A few like braided lines. Nice and simple, isn't it really?
Yeah, not really much to it.
No, but then it is what it is.
It just does what you tell it to do.
Custom engine mounts?
Yeah, Vibrant Technics.
Vibrant Technics engine mounts, they're cool, man. They're like a little bit stiffer and stuff.
Yeah.
And as far as the conversion goes, obviously Saxo chassis, Saxo motor, just straight in.
Straight in.
Nothing to do.
At all.
You've got a few other mates as well with these. You've got obviously Curtis.
We run a page on Facebook which is called Baguette Bashers. So it's anything from French cars.
Yeah, cool.
So if you've got one, join, I suppose.
And predominantly like Saxos, you've got a few like pugs in there.
Yeah, we've got Peugeots, Renaults, got anything that's French and you like to bash, then you join, I suppose.
Man. Oh, can I join with my Renault Clio?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yes, mate. I'm into the Baguette Bashers club now, that's it. We like a bit of Baguette action. Hasbulla.
Yeah.
Yes, mate. He's rocking the Hasbulla. The stock Saxos, the non-West Coast, like the smaller engine ones, they didn't have any of the side mouldings.
Yeah, that's correct.
And am I right in saying they had the sort of flat rear quarter? Was that the Peugeot?
So they'll be flat, yeah.
It was like a straight edge rear quarter, wasn't it? Whereas this got more of a curvature to it. That was kind of the idea back in the day. Insurance premiums were really expensive for the younger lads, and if you couldn't kind of afford insurance on a VTR or VTS, you could kind of get your hands on a West Coast or the 106. You had the Quicksilver.
Quicksilver, yeah.
Essentially, very, very similar car, wasn't it? Pretty much the same
thing, just the brakes are different.
Yeah.
Quicksilver.
And then from the backs, just to give you guys a little idea, looking pimp. And it's cool, you can kind of tell you like your racing because you look in here, you got your cheeky looking cage with your bucket seats. And I know it's easy to watch my videos get carried away, but obviously, you know, John does know the roads and it is in moderation. He's got a lot of experience behind him, so don't watch the videos and just emulate and go mad. Always try and be a little bit careful. Obviously, you're going to buy a car like this, you're going to send it. That is just, otherwise, why would you buy a car like this? You might as well be driving that or this electric thing, but just be a little bit mindful on the roads. And if you guys are wondering as well why the sounds change, it's because Donkey London's a donkey, and if you've got to turn the mics on, so we're going to have sound from the camera to start with, then we're going to have the sound from the mics for this bit. So if you're wondering why it sounds extra fruity, how light the door is. I mean, that's the only thing is, at least you got to cage in it, because let's be honest, they're made of like tin foil, these things.
There's nothing to it.
No, they're so light. Gently noises, low down. Idea on the sort of stability as well. I mean, look at that, it's very direct steering. It's not like playing a rack or anything. It's quite go-karty, isn't it? And if you guys are watching and you've never sort of been out in a little car like this, like, I can only advise like getting something like it, whether it's a 106 or a Saxo or a Starlet Turbo, but these kind of like older cars just have a real sort of magic about them, don't they? Brakes are strong, man. Naughty! Pretty much wraps it up. Rodrigo, man. Like I said, firm 35 out of 10. The only thing you got to sort out is that brake pedal travel. Apart from that, though, magnifique. Sick car, man. Massive shout out for this young man coming down. 20 years old as well. So if you're watching and you're a young lad, keep these cool cars going, man. It's nice to see people kind of harping over the older stuff. And I'm going to chuck his Instagram down here as well. If you guys want to give him a cheeky little follow, I'm sure you'd appreciate a few little followers if you want to keep up to speed with the builds. Look at this fine Stallions. That's what I'm rocking at the moment. I will be giving it away at some point, but like I was saying to Rodrigo, I'm finding it really hard to like let go of it, because look at it. It's so sick, man. Bilstein suspension, Speedline wheels. We've got a roll cage in there, bucket seats, cams, carbon bonnet, carbon bits on the front. It literally is a beautiful car. K-Tech ECU. What do you think of it, man? Out of 10?
It does look pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll have to give you a 10 out of 10.
Yes, brother. Man knows, man. French cars, man.
Yeah, they're the best.
Big up the French, man. We love you guys. As I always say, I hope you guys enjoyed this cheeky little instalment. Make sure you give the video a like. Put in your comments down below. I'll do my best to get back to you. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you soon. Yeah.